The things that bug you will often reveal the kind of life you desire. A lot of people struggle to figure out what they want in life, but it's actually pretty helpful if you can first ask yourself what you don't want in life, what things bug you or consistently detract from your mental health. If you can make a list of those things and you can figure out certain ones that you can actually axe out of your life, then that gives you something to work towards. Because even if you aren't quite sure where you want to end up, at least you can figure out what you don't want your life to look like, what aspects you no longer wish to deal with. For instance, in my own life, a lot of my decisions are made around what gives me the most freedom, so I tend to not like things that detract from my freedom. So I don't like working for other people, which is why I want to start my own business. I've recently learned I don't really want to have roommates anymore because I just like the freedom of being able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, but also I don't like how with roommates, I've learned even if you have like an amazing roommate, which I do, there are still things that you can't account for, which, for instance, the partners they choose. I won't get into it, but my roommate is getting back with someone he's previously been with, and I don't have really much respect for this person because of things they did in the past. So that's no fun, because if I don't respect someone, it usually means I don't like them, and I don't want to be around people I don't like. So now that's another thing I have to put up with, which if I didn't have a roommate at all, that wouldn't be a problem. So I'm just learning over time there are more things I want to add to my list, things that bug me that I don't want to put up with. So there you go. The more you can ask yourself these questions, what don't you like, or what things bug you, what things kind of knock you off your game that affect your negatively affect your mental health. Because those things, if you can cut them out of your life, they should theoretically make your life better. So start working towards that. Start working towards a life where you can get rid of all these things that subtract from your mental health. Even if you aren't quite sure where you want to end up in the future in terms of your goals and dreams and that sort of thing, at least this will give you a roadmap. It will increase your happiness. So spend time thinking about that. It's really important to figure out what you want your life to be like. And cutting out negative things usually helps. Like, for instance, I don't know if my mic is picking this up right now, but those frickin' alarms of emergency vehicles, I'm tired of that as well. So I want to move away from this area. Unfortunately, I moved pretty close to a hospital in this apartment, and I never want to do that again. Now I want to be as far away from things that create a lot of consistent sound as I can possibly be. I want to be away from trains, hospitals, even really just people in general. I want to move to a place that's got a smaller population so that I don't constantly have to deal with all this noise, all these disturbances. Because if it's not emergency vehicles like it is right now, it'll be somebody on a motorcycle that's ridiculously loud, or a car, or I'll hear planes and helicopters, and I just want to get away from it all. I'm tired of city life. So that's shown me something to work towards, to moving to a place that has less people and is probably a bit more surrounded by nature, because that's something I enjoy. I'm just trying to get rid of as many things that bug me as possible, because even though you can learn to adapt to the things you dislike, they still affect your mental health. Like, you're basically training yourself to deal with it, which, yeah, you can do that. And for some amount of time, I would say it's worthwhile to develop that mental strength needed to do it. But I've learned time and time again, at some point, your patience and your strength will erode. It's not so much that your strength will erode. Yeah, it's really just your patience will erode. And at that point, it becomes a bit more difficult to put up with these things because you just had enough of it all. And that's kind of where I'm at, being in Los Angeles. So I'm really working towards getting the hell out of here within like the next year or so. So yeah, you really should spend time thinking about what things bug you, what things you don't like in your life. And then if you can find a way to get rid of them, certainly do so, because it'll likely lead to a better quality of life for you. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!